Alright, we're back. Again, I was gonna make a part 2 and part 3, but because there might be a part 3, depending on how long this video is and seeing if I can continue it, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the last video. So, this is like part 2 continued. When we left off, we got the bad video, or I mean, we got the bad ending, and that was bad. Apparently, it was me from the start. I already guessed that. So now we're gonna go for the good ending, if there is one. So we're back here. We just got nauseous, slept. Voice could be heard from the locked door. What was worse though? What was worse though was that it was Celeste's voice. Okay. So I don't know if you guys know, but the story of the Skinwalker is it's an Indian, like a tribal story, where somebody can take the form of animals and like mimic people's voices and stuff, and it's really creepy. Now you did an episode on that on Lost Tape, so this time we're gonna go outside against our better judgment. And here we are. The thing was nowhere to be seen. Just as I was turning around, I took a look at the roof. There it was. It was close to a corner, about to turn. It looked like an albino male with really... Oh, I didn't read that. I skipped it. I'm sorry. He had fingers instead of toes, and all 20 of them were elongated? I don't know. He was facing away from me. Creepy cutscene. Suddenly, the head swiveled 180 degrees and stared at me. Swiveled? Like... Okay. I don't know how to make a joke about that. I started choking up as if suffocated. It was hard to breathe. The thing opened its mouth slowly and deliberately. Oh, so it did it on purpose. I see. I thought it was going to devour me when its tongue snaked out. Kinky. On the tip of the tongue was my face? Like a tumor? Holy... Eyes closed, lips upturned into some psycho smile. There's a legend somewhere that when you see a doppelganger, you die. I thought of that legend. Of course you did. Just to make the situation worse. But then the creature rounded the corner and it was gone. I lost it and followed. Vision hazy. That's a great idea. My heartbeat. You just survived. And... you're like, oh, there it is. Oh, this is scary. I hope I make it out of this. And it's like, oh, he's gone. Let's follow it. My heartbeat suddenly seemed ear-splitting to me. I was stumbling because my legs seemed unable to coordinate. Suddenly, I stumbled forward and toppled down. Once I lay there, face down in the grass, my body just seemed to shut down. I couldn't move. I couldn't even turn my head. There was something dripping on my back. Oh, God. That creeps me out. My eyelids seemed heavy and started closing of their own accords. I saw white feet with long fingers. Oh, God! For toes step into view. Four toes? Yeah. Oh, they spelled four wrong. 4 toes, right? 4 toes were into view, I think. When my eyes opened, Celeste was shaking me. She was on the brink of tears and her voice was cracking. Get up, that bastard was in your skin. Oh, what does that mean? Okay, that could be one of two things. My head hurt. I was about to ask her what happened when she started pulling me backwards towards the door. We toppled out and stumbled towards Darren's car. Sorry, I was reading stupidly. Which was parked in a different location from what I remembered. I was glad to be alive. The mist had stopped completely. Celeste was downright crying now. Those graphics, holy shit. She pushed me into the back seat. That's when I noticed. I was wearing different clothes from when I lost consciousness. Michael was there, huddled up and face buried in his knees. Some clothes, stained with blood, were beside him. They were mine. Darren immediately stepped on the pedal, but nothing happened. We swore and did it again. He swore and did it again. I noticed that Celeste was armed with a shotgun from the cabin. I asked them what was going on. The thing joined us. He looked like you. We got out of the house and found the car. We were halfway down the road. Then Michael started screaming. I looked at Michael. He had a glazed over look in his eyes. The thing burst out of your clothes and jumped out of the car. Michael had the shotgun. He fired out the window. We saw the thing run all the way back to the house at the friggin' speed of light. It was in my skin? Yeah. I looked down at myself. I wonder who changed him. Or changed me. I wonder who changed my clothes. Like, and while all this is going on, too. Like, when did we have the time to take off my clothes and put on... Wait. I'm thinking about this. He was in my skin. Does that mean, like, he took over my body? Or does that mean he was a clone? Okay. I looked down at myself and wondered if I had been possessed or if I should just read. The thing had cut off my skin and wore it as a coat. I shuddered at the thought of something crawling around in my skin. I asked Michael if he was alright. The thing talked to me. I asked about what. He didn't respond. I realized he was sobbing. The car jolted into motion. I heard keys. Darren first pumped the car, accelerating. Okay, this is gonna take a long time. Oh my fucking god. That's beautiful. The thing was in the front of the car, on the windshield. It opened its mouth and tongue, face slithered out. Celeste fired the shotgun. The glass shattered and it was thrown backwards. Darren shrieked and I saw blood coming from his face. Something pierced my face. I realized it was glass. The car skid to a stop. The car doors opened without any discernible reason, and I fell out. The thing lay directly across from me, eyes closed as if it was sleeping. I wished I could close my eyes. Its mouth hung open, and I saw myself again emerging. Okay, if I just took this picture and showed it to a random person, he would have no fucking idea what it is. At all. I didn't move or say anything because I couldn't. My face looked at me and started to talk. I love you, I love you, I love you, I want to be you. It repeated over and over again. This is getting really creepy. How the fuck is this the good ending? The thing's eyes shot open and I realized it was going to kiss me. What? I managed to regain some control and instinctively twisted back from it. Oh, rejected. I guess that was what saved me. There was a sound like an explosion and blood spouted from the thing. Celeste was standing over it. Her face and body were bleeding, and she had this spaced out, psychopathic look in her eyes. She had just fired the shotgun. My face looked directly at me. I am you, it whispered. She fired again, and I saw my own face begin rotting into nothing more than a skeleton in front of me. The thing's head flowered open. That's the best word I can describe it. Its head kind of split and split again, peeling away. I saw faces, lots of them, all inside its head. In the center, where the brain should be, there was a single red cat-like eye that was rotating in its socket. Reminds me of that thing from Lord of the Rings. It was producing the mechanical... Okay, it's whispering in my ear. Celeste fired one last time. The thing sort of withered away, becoming wrinkled and smaller. There's noises, and it's really hard to read when something's whispering in your ear. It's really creepy. It gives you that instinct to just sort of like move your head away. But that's only because I'm wearing a headset. Celeste dropped the shotgun. I started twitching and spasming as control of my body returned to me. Eventually I stood up. We got into the car silently. Darren was bleeding too, but no one said anything. We drove back to the city in silence. We explained away the damaged car is being attacked by some crazy thieves. We had ourselves patched up. Michael still was in a shock-like state. I hear he was like that for a while. When I asked him what he thought of the incident later, he denied it ever happened, with compelling conviction. His eyes looked dead, and he had lost weight. I don't know if he forced himself not to remember or if he genuinely knows nothing of it. I know what I saw, but I can't remember the exact place. It has been 2 months now. We still refrain from talking about it. If you were expecting some huge twist or something, you'd be disappointed. I still don't know what we met out there. I don't want to know, actually. I still have nightmares about my own face shouting, "I am you." One thing I do know, though, I'm never going camping ever again. And, wow, that was a touching story with a very deep meaning of never to go camping ever, because you're going to be attacked by some sort of shape-shifting Indian cat-eye thing from Lord of the Rings. Okay, well, that was a that was a very short game, I will say. Um, but yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I know it must be hard after watching a video like this where it's just dialogue, a little bit of gameplay, and really just not much. I guarantee it can't get much worse than that. So we're only moving up from here. There will definitely be more pixel horror to come because those run really easily on my computer. I might do other cool stuff too. Might do some PlayStation 4 walkthroughs or playthroughs or just stuff like that. I got the Destiny beta, so I might be doing some stuff on that. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode.